Hello everyone, welcome to the video on video preparing and editing tools. So first let us see how to create videos using the OBS Studio. So on your browser type obsproject.com. So once you type obsproject.com, we'll be redirected to the website page. You can see three operating system, Windows, Mac or Linux. So based on the operating system that you use, click the particular operating system. So once you click, the installer will be installed. So install the application and you will be able to see the OBS Studio, and this is the window that will be appearing for us. So once upon installation, this is the OBS screen. We need to know two main things in the OBS window. One is this sources panel and the other one is these options. So the sources panel is used to add what kind of a video we need to capture. Whether I want to capture an image or I want to capture myself, my face using the front camera, or we want to have a slideshow and give our voice at the back. All those options are selected using the sources option. And here two options are there: start streaming and start recording. When you go for live on YouTube or Facebook on any social platforms, we'll be using the start streaming option. But we are mostly not going to concentrate on that now. I'm going to just tell you how to record videos. So I'm going to use only the start recording option. So we will see the various sources one by one. So let me start by adding one source. The first source that I'm going to add is an image source. So let me click on the plus button here. I'll select image. We'll name it to be anything. I'll click on OK. You can browse any image files from your system. So for example, let me choose this image and I'll click on OK. So we can see that the image has appeared on our screen. So I'll right click. I click on transform and give fit to screen to make it appear on the full screen. So we have now added an image here. So after adding an image, you can press on start recording, and after this whatever you talk will be recorded at the background. So for example, I say this is an Arduino board. It is used for projects right from a small circuits till complicated projects, and we can click on the stop recording. So this recording that we have done, you can go to file, click on show recordings, and if you see here, my video recording is present here. Let me play it and show for you. And after this, whatever you talk will be recorded at the background. So for example, I say this is an Arduino board. It is used for projects right from. So you can see that whatever you talk has been recorded at the back. So this is how we record using an image. So this is the first type of recording. The second type of recording is adding an image slideshow and adding an audio or a face to the screen. So if before you initiate the image slideshow, click on this and remove this particular source. Click on yes. Now click on plus button and go to image slideshow. Click on OK. Scroll down in this window. If you click on plus, we need to add the various image files. You can either add the files as individual images, or if you have everything together as within a one directory, you can add it directly as a directory. But one thing to note here is the slideshow must contain various images. We cannot import a PPT slides onto this OBS. We need to have all the slideshow values or slideshow things as images to import here. So let me click on add files. For example, I'll add these three images. You can change the order of images by clicking the up arrow or down arrow, or if this is fine, you can click on OK. Let me click on the right one. I'll fit it to the screen. So I click on fit screen. Now you can see that the slideshow is automatically moved at a particular interval. So once you start recording, you can give your voice at the back. You don't need to select any other source for recording your voice. You can just give start recording and give your voice at the back and convert this into a video. Now this, if you see, this slideshow is automatically moving. If you don't want the slideshow to automatically move and if you want to manually move it, right click on the slideshow, go to properties, and here if you see the slide mode is automatic, change it to manual. So once you change it to manual, we need to assign keys on our keyboard using which I'll control the forward movement and backward movement of my slideshow. So first, right click on the image slideshow, come to the properties and change the slide mode as manual. Click on OK. Now if you see now, the slides or the images will not automatically move. Now go to File, click on Settings, go to Hotkeys, and if you see here, under the image slideshow, there will be an option for next slide and previous slide. For example, I want to assign capital letter A to move to the next slide, and I'll assign capital letter S to move to the previous slide. I assign the two letters here and I click on OK. So once I've come back here, I'm pressing capital A on my keyboard. You can see that the next images appear. Again, if I click on capital A, the third image will appear. Or if you press S, it will go back to the previous image. Again, I press S, it comes back to your previous images. So using the keys on the keyboard, we can manually control the image slideshow. Now, if you want to add your face onto this, you click on plus, click on video capture device. If you want your face to be present when you record any lectures for your students, click on video capture device and click on OK. Click on OK here. So let me minimize this. We can minimize this, place it anywhere on the screen. So I'll minimize this to a very small extent. I can keep it here. We can move it to anywhere on the screen. Now if you press the A keys, yes, the image will also be present and also our face will also be recorded. If you don't want your face to be recorded, click on this video capture device and click on minus and you can remove it anytime. Now the image slideshow alone will be present. I hope you're clear. So to add an image slideshow, click on plus, click on image slideshow and add the various images. You can either keep it automatically or you can control the movement of the images using keys on your keyboard. And you can add your face onto the slideshow by clicking on plus and going to video capture device. This video capture device can be added to any of the features here. So once you click on video capture device, your face will also be recorded. This is how we record an image slideshow using the OBS Studio. The third feature here is to add a text onto your video recording. So click on plus and click on text. Click on OK. Now type the text that you want to display. For example, I type this is an Arduino board. You can change the font of it. You can change the color. Now the size is 256. Let me change it to 120 for example and I click on OK. If you see that the image has been inserted into our image. So, the text has been inserted onto our image. So you can place this text wherever you want. And many other features are we can make this text to roll in between our screen. For example, click on Arduino, right click, go to filters, click on the plus option and click on scroll. So you can adjust the speed, whether you want to scroll it in the horizontal direction or the vertical direction. You can increase the speed or decrease the speed as per your wish. So you have set the speed and let me close this. So if you see that the text is going on in a rotational basis. So we can do these kind of effects using your OBS Studio. You explore more kind of rotations and more kind of filters using this filters option. So this is how we add a text into our image slideshow or any kind of source that you want. The last feature that we are going to see is the display capture. So display capture is whatever you do in your laptop or desktop, that screen will be captured. So let me remove this image for now. I click on yes. To remove any of the source, click on this minus button and remove that particular source. To add on a new source, click on the plus button and add what type you want. Image slideshow, or you want to add a text or a video capture or whatever you want to add. Now let us see the display capture option. Let us give OK. Now once you give display capture, we can see that infinite number of screens are appearing. This is one of the things to note. Only if this kind of a window appears, we can ensure that our OBS is working fine. Now for example, I switch over to Chrome. So this will also be recorded along with that. So I click on start recording. Now I go to Google and type MOOC. I click on images. So we can just scroll down. So whatever I do on my screen will be recorded in your window. So this is how we display capture our screen. Let me click on stop recording. I go to file, show recordings, and let us see here. Recording. Now I go to Google and type MOOC. I click on images. So you can see that whatever I have done on my screen has been recorded using the OBS Studio. So to capture your total laptop display or your desktop display or whatever screen you're using, you need to use your display capture option. So I use this display capture option of OBS to record all my videos for this FTP. You can try using this if you want to explain anything in a simulation or in a virtual software. For example, you are using some virtual software where you're explaining any experiments to your students. You can start the display capture, click on start recording, go to the particular window, explain all the process, come back and click stop recording. This will capture whatever you have done in your laptop. So these are the various features of OBS that are very much useful to us. You can try using this for your online lectures. Thank you.